Hello, welcome to Al's Air Guns. Hey, we are moving along quickly tonight because I want to get something done before it gets late. This is part of our 1377 budget build, and one of the first things I want to do this evening is go ahead and remove this roll pin so that we can replace it with something better. So, that's a noisy operation. We have to pound those out. In order to do that, I'm going to pull out a, looks like what, a 1/4 inch punch and a 1/8 inch punch. Let me see, yes. And what that will allow me to do is use the larger one to go ahead and get it started, and then the smaller one to go ahead and poke it through the tube and this plastic backing piece and hinge. So we'll get it started with the larger one. One of the things I use, I've got an old hardwood box. It was a tequila box, and I've got a hole in it, and it lets me go ahead and put the air gun on it, and I can push down and feel where that hole is with the pivot, and that lets me know I can go ahead and I'm clear to knock that thing through. A little bit more. Actually, we look like we're to the surface, so we're going to go ahead and switch to our smaller punch so we don't mark up the tube. And away we go. Now, if I wanted to, we've got everything pretty much lined up. I could go ahead and slip our new pin in there. What we're going to replace that with is one of these stainless steel hinge pins with these circle clips on the end. And to use these, I actually need to enlarge the hole in the tube just slightly. So I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way, set this here like about so, and we'll go ahead and take a drill and run it up and down there real quick. Okay, I did go ahead and slide the plastic piece out of there. The hinge is out of the way. So the only thing we actually have there is the tube itself. And I'd put in the drill here a 3/16 inch bit, which is right about what it is. We're just opening it up a tiny bit. Oops. Okay, flip it over, do the same. Okay, go ahead and set our drill down, and let's check our piece, see if that's enough. Obviously, we don't want to go too wide because that'll give it some play, and that play turns into wear. So we want it to be a reasonably snug fit. Oh, these envelopes are the worst. Might have to cut the tape until I actually get this thing open. Ooh, there are extra clips in here, so in case you lose one or need to replace one. Got one on that side. I'm going to go ahead and grab another one while I got this bag open. I got one or two? Got one. Good. Okay, close that back up. Set my little clip right there. All right. Yep. Oh yeah, perfect. Not too easy. Nice and snug. Now that's really the only thing I need to do at this end, but let's go ahead and take off this rear piece. A lot of people have really wanted to see this budget build series, and I've been kind of slow on it. So here, let me pause the camera, get the drill out of the way here, and we're going to move on to something else before we put it back together. Okay, the next thing I want to do here is go ahead and take off the breech so that I can look at the transfer port, because I think we may want to go ahead and widen it a little bit, see if we can't get a little more air through there for a little bit of a power increase. So we need a couple of pieces to do that. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and let's pull this all the way out. That is our hinge pin from the pump. Also, let me set that down right there. Always a good idea to open our parts basket. Start tossing our stuff in there. It's a little big for the basket. And also I want to make sure I do not lose my C-clip down there. It's also an extra transfer port I have handy. All right, let's go ahead. Flipping this around so the camera might see. See if I can get that a little better light-wise. Maybe get the light up here. Yeah, you can almost see. All right, here we go. Straight bladed on the back. Get that guy loose. Okay, as we're loosening that, we now have to be considerate of, and I usually keep hand pressure holding these two together because we've now put all of our pressure right on that little breech screw in there. And that thing is so tiny, and holding down the barrel a little bit helps relieve the pressure when we go to loosen it, which I'm doing right now. We'll go ahead and we'll take that all the way out, and then we'll finish the one in the rear. Okay, almost loose.